Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 12 of the September daily draws. So, as we close out the week and approach the weekend, let's see what message we get. I'm taking the first card from the Mystic Palette Tarot Muted Edition, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Mabon Oracle. So, let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. We have the Ace of Cups, so the start of something new that we're going to get excited about, that we're going to feel glad about, that's going to stir our emotions and get us really engaged in something, and a desire to connect with something new perhaps is coming as well. Maybe a new person, maybe a new friendship, a new relationship of some kind, whatever it may be, a new connection in that way. It could just be with something that we're connecting with on an emotional, spiritual level, some new hobby that we find fun and enjoyable. It could be anything, say a new hobby, a new relationship, as I've already said, and just something new, a new experience, a new place that we visit for the first time, and that begins some kind of new connection that we will build upon, not necessarily in that place, but the place might inspire us to make further connections and look into other things. It sets us off on a road of discovery. It's something, the beginning of something, and also the seed of something that has the potential to grow in our lives, like a relationship of whatever kind that may be, romantic, friendship, whatever it may be. Um, Someone of like mind sharing a similar interest that we connect with, that a community around a certain topic or 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 interest or pastime or hobby. Again, that may come. We may start a new hobby, and that opens up connections to other people that of other people that do that same hobby. It's all kind of possibilities here that we could the beginning of something. So look out for opportunities to start and build new connections and new experiences that we can bring joy and happiness and emotional and spiritual fulfillment. It it is, to me, with the ace, it's the beginning, it's the heralding of something new, a new opportunity that we can embrace and develop further. So it's the beginning of a possible potential adventure, or of any of various kinds that we could have. It depends on our own personal walk, our own journey, where we're at, who we are, where we're at, and our own individual life circumstances, and we may be brought all kinds of different opportunities depending, um, on those factors. What I may have opportunities for, you may have opportunities for something totally different, but it will be still, I think, a opportunity to connect with something new or someone new, or both. As I said, it could be something new, and that leads to connections with other people that also have an interest in that. So, all kinds of things are possible. That's the thing. It's the possibilities. It's the potential of this seed, of this beginning, um, of this origin point, of this where you know the energy is going to flow from. So look out for it. Look out for the opportunities. Look out for whatever um, chances it may bring. What is it do you want as well? This may be an opportunity to to start doing something that you've wanted to do, but have put off for various reasons, but may not be now might, if I can get the word out, now might be the time to actually do this, to start this. If there's been something that you've had a great desire to begin, this could be the time. This could be the time to do it. So why not? What have you got to lose? In pursuing it. You know, at the very worst, if it doesn't work out, and I'm not saying that's going to be the case. I feel this card is very positive for us today. But let's have the scenario that it doesn't work out. What have we lost? We've perhaps learned something from the experience, and then we just wipe the board clean and go for something different, go for something else new, and hope that will work out. It doesn't matter. At least if we give it a try, we'll know. If we never try, we'll never know what it could have been. And it won't amount to anything if we don't give it a go. So make those new connections, make those new starts, and let's see where it will take us. That's the message of the Ace of Cups. Okay, let's see which Oracle card we get to go with that. We have the Grieving card again. Are we still grieving over something that we've lost? Or someone that we've lost? And yes, it can be a bereavement, but I want to put bereavement into a different category. And I'm not qualified to advise on bereavements. I'm not qualified in that area. There's different ways that we can tackle bereavement, and it's a big subject. Yes, it can include that, but I think it's not necessarily a bereavement, but it's like a bereavement in the sense we feel that we lost someone, even if they're still around somewhere, but they're not in our lives anymore. Different things that we've lost that we were emotionally attached to. Are we still carrying some of the grieving over that? Have we properly dealt with that? Is it hindering our ability to embrace new connections, relationships, and new experiences because we've got that sense of loss from what we lost before, and it's making us hesitant to being vulnerable enough to open up to new experiences and relationships? That could be the issue. But the thing is, we won't know until we give it a try. And let's go for it. Let's give it a try. It could be the very thing we've been waiting for. But if there are issues, maybe we need to look at those too in such a way that we don't allow them to hold us back from new experiences. Just because things happened a certain way in the past doesn't mean they're going to happen that way again. And maybe it's lessons we can learn from that, as I say, from those experiences, we can take forward into these new opportunities. But let's not let the pain of the loss that we felt, or maybe still feel to some degree, bar us from rewarding new experiences. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 13. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.